Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to the first ever edition of Proxy Plays. Now, before I begin the story, I would just like to point out that some of these games that I play may have an epilepsy warning on them. This is one of them. They contain flashing lights and sudden loud noises. You have been warned. The house abandoned. You pull up to the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it's idyllic, and you remember it as that from long ago. You remember being told to look in the glove box before going in. It's good to be back. You open the glove box, and inside is a key and a handcrafted note from your dad. You take both. You look at the note. It's from your dad, and it reads, "Hi, son. Hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get the power and lights on. Also, found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." You pull up to the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it's as idyllic as you remember all that from time ago. You remember being told to look in the glove box before going in. It's good to be back. You open the car door and step out. The house is grand, sat perfectly amongst the trees. In front of you is the front door, and the yard stretches around the side of the house. You take a walk around the yard. The yard has been well maintained. You spent a lot of time here with your family on holiday trips. Good memories. You decide to look around. You see a generator on the back wall of the house. You switch on the generator, and it whirs to life. The house is still dark. You walk back around to the front of the room. The house is grand, sat perfectly amongst the trees. In front of you is the front door, and the yard stretches around the side of the house. You walk up the front porch, and the door appears to be locked. You will need to use a key. You insert the key you were given, and the door lock turns open. You step inside the front door. You enter the house to the hallway. It's dark and you can't see anything. You feel a light switch next to the door. However, you flick the light switch and the lights come on. The hallway is now brightly lit, and there is access to the kitchen, living room here, as well as a set of stairs going up. You walk into the kitchen. The kitchen is tidy and well kept, and there is a door to the utility room, but otherwise, it's just a kitchen. The utility room door is locked. You have no idea where the key could be. You go back to the hallway. The hallway is now brightly lit, and there is access to the kitchen, living room, as well as a set of stairs. You step inside the living room. A spacious and comfortable living room. You spent a lot of good time in here playing board games with the family. Warm and inviting. You look around, and there is nothing here of interest. You go back to the hallway, and up the stairs. The stairwell landing. There is a bathroom and 2 bedrooms, yours and your sister's. Pictures adorn the walls, images of happy times. You decide to look at the pictures. There are family photos and holiday snaps, our happy family. You walk into your sister's old room. Your sister's room is in perfect condition, untouched since the last time you've seen her. Posters of her heroes and some of her own attempts of art adorn the walls. A few shelves are crammed full of trophies. Her bed is drowned under a pile of colorful soft toys. A real nostalgia trip. You go back to the stairwell landing. There is a bathroom and 2 bedrooms. You step inside the bathroom. You are in the bathroom, and there is not such to note, but it's all in good order. The bathroom is clean, and a large mirror sits above the sink. You look into the mirror, and it's your reflection, looking good. You step back into the landing, and go to your room. Your old bedroom, so many good memories in here. It's been preserved so well. On the desk is a gift-wrapped box. You unwrap the gift excitedly. You can't believe it. Your dad has found your old computer, a future 128K plus 2. It's been preserved well in the attic and hopefully still works. Your old bedroom, so many good memories in here. It's been preserved so well. On your desk is a future 120K plus 2 computer and a copy of The House Abandoned. It's all still to be set up though. You set up the computer and you start to plug in the various cables. The computer is all set up and ready to go. There is a game here too. You put the cassette in the computer and press play. You pull up to the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it's clearly neglected. You remember being told to check the glove box before going in. You can't stand to be near this place. You open the glove box and inside is a key and a handwritten note from your dad. You take both. You decide to read the note. You don't recognize the handwriting. It says, "Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, the car, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, the car, get out." You pull up to the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it's clearly neglected. You remember being told to check the glove box before going in. You can't stand to be near this place. You force the warped car door open and fall out. The house looks abandoned, and there is a yard to the side. Wood creaks in the wind, and all happy memories are gone from this place. There is no love here. You step through the debris and back to the yard. The grass is overgrown and weeds crawl up the side of the house. It's not a nice place to be. You clutch the note, needing to look around. You look around and there is an old generator next to you. You turn on the generator, and there isn't much fuel, but it starts up. You go back to the front of the house. The house looks abandoned, and there is a yard to the side, and wood creaks in the wind, and all happy memories are gone from this place. There is no love here. You go to the front porch, and the door appears to be locked. You will need to use a key. You use the key and unlock the door. The click on the lock hurts to hear. You reluctantly step inside the front door. Pitch black, but your senses are punished more by the smell, stale air and damp. This could not be less inviting. The note burns in your hands. You feel compelled to read it over and over. Afraid of what you might see, you flick on the light switch. The lights flicker on and off, and the walls are falling apart. After years of neglect or worse, there are stains and trails all over. Upstairs, the sound of the alarm clock blaring. Someone else is in the house. That can't be. Somehow the alarm stops, and you feel the panic set in. You're still in the hallway, and the noise has stopped, but you feel a presence. Someone is in the house. They should not be here. There is a kitchen, a living room adjacent, and stairs leading up. The note feels disgusting in your hands. You go into the kitchen. The kitchen stinks and feels completely unfamiliar. The tabletops are rusted metal, and there is a carcass on the table. There is writing on the wall, and the utility room doors has a red X painted on it. You look around, and there seems to be handwriting on the wall and what looks like blood. In blood, the number 1986 is smeared across the wall. The door to the utility room is locked, and you can't get in there. Not yet. You try to read the note. The paper now feels like fabric. It's covered in blood. You can just make it out the words. There is nothing for you here. You step back into the hallway, and your shoes are wet. You go to the living room. The living room, although hardly an appropriate term, the furniture is threadbare and worn, and the note is fixed in your mind. Dread fills the pit of your stomach. This is not a nice place. You look around, and it's run down and empty, abandoned, and for good reason. The note, always changing, now reads, "Get through this. I don't care if you want to or not." You return to the hallway once more. You're still in the hallway. The noise has stopped, but you feel a presence. Someone is in the house. They shouldn't be here. You head up the stairs. They creak. Same but different. The landing is access to your sister's, and the pictures are all over the wall, but something is different about them. Behind the doors, a phone starts to ring. You don't understand. Neither can he. You answer the phone, and you hear him. Your mind hurts, and your mouth tastes of iron. Voices spill out of the phone and into the room. Whoever is there should not be there. You need to hang up the phone. I do. However, you consider the worst. You hang up the phone. Relief. Same but different. The landing has access to your sister's room and the bathroom. Pictures are all over the wall, but something is different about them. You look at the pictures. The pictures are of your family. The eyes have been scraped out of all of them. You go to your sister's room. Jennifer's room is boarded up. You can't bear this. You try to open the door, and the door is bolted shut with a 4-digit combination lock. You grab the lock. The lock is rusted, not used in years. The key in your hand weighs heavy, and the note heavier. You grab the lock, and you can now input the code. The lock clicks open. Same but different. The landing has access to your sister's room and the bathroom. Pictures are all over the walls, but something is different about them. The note is now clean again, simply reading, "Get in, get out." You go to your room. The door is closed. You open the bedroom door. You go into the room. You enter your bedroom. The bedroom feels utterly familiar. The walls are damp, and you've been here before. In front of you, a lone person sits in front of the computer screen. The lamp is on, and the clock reads 9:09. You shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. You grip the note tight. I'm sorry, Jennifer. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. You haunt every step I take in this place. It was out of my hands, but still you punish me. I can be with you now. There is nothing left to do. I am consumed and confused. This has to end now. You try to leave the room and you can't. This is where it has to end. You're pathetic. This is all your fault. Say it. It was all my fault. Say it. Finally. Well, that was interesting. So, for those of you that have stayed to the end, I'd have to thank you. This is something new I did want to try. I do have to thank a couple of Let's Players that showed me this game, and I decided to give it a shot since this is a reading text style game. And so, if you did like this, please remember to leave a like because it does show me what you like and what you dislike. And if this does pan out and you do truly like this, I will continue this when I come back in the start of next season, if there's a season 2, in August when my children go back to school. Don't worry, I will have stories planned throughout the summer. I've pre-recorded, so you're all set up. So, thank you so much for listening, and until next time, good night.